1 year already, and still no job offers.
Just a few months, and I already got a job offer.
I've been applying everywhere, going for interviews, trying my best each time.
I didn't have to apply everywhere or go through many interviews. My father already helped me from the beginning, and that makes everything easier.
I thought my knowledge, skills, abilities, and other characteristics would be enough.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to my respected lecturer, Madam Nur AIZURREN binti Anwar, and everyone. My name is ATHIRAH binti HASARI and my student number is 2025306671 and I am from class BA 2733C. I'm here to present my individual assignments for HRM552 Talent Acquisitions. The short video that we have just watched illustrates a reality that is frequently discussed in Malaysia. This issue raises a critical question: are the job opportunities being advertised truly open to the public, or are they just a formality used by the organisation to cover up nepotism? Today, the topic that I will be discussing is hidden accessibility, the reality of nepotism in external recruitment. External recruitment is the process of searching for and hiring the new worker from outside of the organizations. According to the Timothy A. Charles and John D. Camille Mueller, this process involves an ongoing strategic recruitment planning process. It consists of three main phases: strategic goals, implementations, and evaluations. The purpose of this process is to ensure that the organization does not waste time, money, and energy in finding high-quality external candidates. However, the existence of nepotism has disturbed the entire strategic planning process. According to the Oxford reference, nepotism is the practice of favoring relative or friends for specific job positions. This means that employee selection is no longer based on the three main phases of the recruitment model. Instead, it relies on strong personal connections leading to hidden access. This situation is very concerning in Malaysia as the number of job seekers who remains unemployed has been increasing. Most recently, according to the Labour Force report from the Department of Statistics Malaysia, the total number of unemployed individuals is approximately 560,000 to 570,000 people overall. Now, you might be wondering, what are the causes, impacts, and the solutions of the practice of nepotism in external recruitment? To make it clear, I have categorized this into three main levels: the individuals, the organizations, and the government. Let's break them down. Now, let us begin by looking at the causes. At the individual level, nepotism in external recruitment happen because of lack of integrity. According to the Star January 2025, integrity is the basis of a developed society because it ensures honesty, accountability, and ethical behavior. However, fairness in corporate governance remains a major challenge in Malaysia. This is consistent with the 2024 Malaysia Anti-Corruption Commission's MACC annual reports, which shows that nearly 50% of abuse of power cases in Malaysia involve the human resource sector, including recruitment. When integrity is ignored, individuals are more likely to act unethically, such as committing frauds by providing false information or hiding important facts about the candidates, and mispresentations by giving misleading information about job requirements to favor certain individuals. Next, at the organizational level, nepotism in external recruitment occurs due to poor monitoring. Monitoring is an important internal control to make sure every stage of external recruitment, especially implementations and evaluations, is fair and transparent. However, many organizations assume a good recruitment plan is enough. In reality, without proper monitoring, the process can still be abused. A report by the New Straits Times 2024 highlights that many organizations in Malaysia lack a check and balance system, which allow hiring decisions to be manipulated. This happens when organizations give a full power to one manager to make hiring decisions without any monitoring from the third party to check whether the candidate's knowledge, skills, ability, and other characteristics match the job requirements. Without regular monitoring, such as audits on hiring data, nepotism can remain hidden. Finally, at the government level, nepotism in external recruitment occurs due to weak law enforcement. Currently, the Malaysia government promotes fair hiring through initiatives such as Kerjaya Madani 2.0. However, these initiatives are less effective because there is no specific law that clearly makes nepotism a criminal offence in organizations. In Malaysia, nepotism usually treated as a disciplinary issue rather than a serious crime. According to the Star 2024, the penalty for such misconduct can be as low as 15,000 ringgit Malaysia. This low fine is not strong enough to prevent unethical hiring practice. While the countries like Singapore, they are enforced strict law under the Prevention of Corruption Act with higher fines and even imprisonment. This strict enforcement ensure hiring based on merit rather than personal connections. The practice of nepotism brings several negative impact across three levels. At the individual level, nepotism in external recruitment severely damages the productivity of certain employees. When candidates are selected based on personal connections, they are often unprepared. According to the Star 2026, Malaysia is facing a skill-related underemployment crisis involving 1.96 million workers. Nepotism worsens this because individuals are hired even though their knowledge, skills, ability, and other characteristics do not align with job specifications. Consequently, certain employees are forced to take over the new higher responsibility, leading to several burnout. According to the Star 2026, 41% of employees in Malaysia experience burnout, causing high turnover rates where the organisation lost its best talents. Next, at the organizational level, nepotism in external recruitment leads to significant financial loss, direct costs involving recruitment costs and cost per hire, and hidden costs involving the downtime, requirement time, and delay costs. According to the Star 2025, an organizational loss nearly 1.5 per times the annual salary for every hiring due to hidden costs. This results in significant waste of resource. As external recruitment should strengthen the competitive advantages, not create financial burdens. Finally, at the government level, nepotism in external recruitment happens due to unfair hiring system. Many highly skilled job seekers seek opportunities abroad. According to the World Bank 2025, many choose to work in countries like Singapore and Australia. This is loss for the country as the Malaysian government has invested heavily in public funding. Based on Malaysia Budget 2026, RM84.8 billion has been allocated for education. However, this investment does not provide optimal return as talent contribute to others' economics instead. To overcome this issue, let's now explore the strategic solutions at the individual level. An effective way to address the nepotism external recruitment is through continuous integrity and well-being programs. According to New Straits Times, integrity must be consistently cultivated through regular programs, ideally at least twice a year, to ensure employee remains committed to ethical standards and fair judgments in recruitment. Next, at the organizational level, effective way to address nepotism in external recruitment is hire external third-party firms to monitor external recruitment process. The use of external third-party firm acts as firewall. According to the Star 2026, these firms are required to provide a security deposit, sometimes up to RM2,500, to ensure their service is fair and honest. If nepotism found, they lose their deposits and license. Ensure only candidates with suitable knowledge, skills, abilities, and other characteristics are selected. Finally, at the government levels, an effective way to address nepotism in external recruitment is having a mandatory fair hiring initiative. Initiatives alone are not enough. The government should include mandatory fair hiring guidelines into the Employment Act 1955. Furthermore, the most effective solution is the strict legal reform by categorizing nepotism as a criminal offences under MACC Act. Heavier penalties, including mandatory imprisonment and higher fines, will ensure job opportunities are given to qualified candidates, preventing brain drains and ensuring talented is valued over connections. In conclusion, nepotism in auxiliary recruitment is a serious issue that demands urgent attention in Malaysia. The cycle will never end if even one level fails to act. We must stop prioritizing the personal connections and hidden accessibility to ensure fair future for our nations. That's all for me. Thank you. That's all for me. Thank you.